Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, mothers, fathers, daughters, sons, brothers and sisters. You are watching Rocket League Central here on Twitch. My name is King Kodiak. This is what I actually look like, just to prove that the bear does actually move. Joining me in the commentary box for this quarterfinal for tonight is the Jar of Jam.
Hello, and this is what it looked like. Obviously, some of you might have seen me before, but for me, it is such a huge surprise as it is for you that the bear, well, he still looks a bit like a bear. If he did the claws, I don't know, if he did the roar, I'm pretty sure whenever you will hear his voice, you will still think of a bear. That's how that's how good King Kodiak is.
Well, what can I say? I've got enough fur as well to qualify for a bear. So, in tonight's bracket, it's been quite amazing. So many big names have come out to play this evening. In this particular quarterfinal, we have got MOCKIT Esports and Copenhagen Flames. MOCKIT on blue and Copenhagen on orange. I cannot wait to get this underway. Some major names, as I say, but there's been some interesting turnovers. I mean, Infused, for instance, beaten in a straight 3-0 steamroll by Copenhagen Flames. MOCKIT taking it to 5 games against Planet Key earlier on. So, yeah, it's been some interesting turn of events leading up to this point.
Not to mention that Envious also went to 5 games with 3 exit.
Mm-hmm.
And I think one of the biggest ones as well, besides the team Infused, Flipside Tactics are out. Unique Stars RL have defeated them in round 4 as well.
But we have got some players in our side, so let's get on with who we've got here. It is... who have we got then? We have got Fairy Peak, Freaky, and Patchy for MOCKIT. And I can't pronounce any of the Copenhagen side. Wind him up and let him go!
What is that?
I'll need your help on pronouncing the Copenhagen thing.
Obviously, just pause whenever you want to mention one of them, and I'll just jump in. Just try to somehow tell it to me. That's Freaky. See, that's him. He starts this one over the bank from his own half, where CBH Flames are still thinking about sending something to the attack. Maybe on the back at Bulls going for that one, but that was just too quick for them. Not in the game, not with their whole minds in the game just yet. MOCKIT Esports opened this up quite quickly, but this can change as quickly as it started.
That it can, and Copenhagen Flames are trying to get the pressure back into the blue half, but oh, look at this. Fairy just knocks it over one, tries to get it past Waffle, but Waffle sending that to the wall. Freaky now picking that one up, and Waffle sending it back to the blue half. Patchy tries to pick that one up. Bakey, I would assume that's pronounced. Abigand tries to get that one through Fairy Peak. No such luck. Against the wall. Abigand tries to get that one under control. That is Patchy that's taken that. Oh dear, Waffle couldn't get back for that. Realised the net was open, but realised too late. That is 2-0. Not even a minute gone. And MOCKIT take the lead.
Back in Flame just stuck for too much in that midfield, waiting for where the ball will go. And for MOCKIT, it's just a clear view of their opponent's net, completely open. So it's Patchy. He obviously can send shots like this to the opposing side, which he did just there. Let's see if Copenhagen Flames can stop the bleeding, because so far, not even 1 minute, and they're already down by 2 goals in one single attack. But MOCKIT Esports are just pressuring them constantly. Copenhagen Flames are forced to go for the boost from the other side of the field. That obviously leaves their goal a little bit open. Less players on that one. And defense, obviously, you see MOCKIT Esports so solid. 2 members back there. No counter-attack opportunities for Copenhagen Flames just yet. Let's see how this will unfold further on, but so far MOCKIT is completely dominating the Copenhagen Flame side.
Oh, as we saw Becky and I think it was Abigand just tripping over each other on the side there. Just need to regain the composure. Oh, Waffle tried to get that away. Tackled by Freaky. Almost got that one home, and not quite. Into the middle. Finds Abigand. Freaky gets that one clear of the goal. Patchy. Waffle. Freaky sends that one back to blue. Patchy finds Perry Peak. Oh, Perry Peak. Tried Perry Peak. Oh, and there we go. Bounces between all 3 MOCKIT players, and Patchy sends that one home for 3-0.
Relentless pressure from MOCKIT. They have been on the attack. I think this was the 2nd rotation that they've started. Already 3 members have hit their shots, and Copenhagen Flames could stand this for 1 round, not for 2, when MOCKIT Esports are constantly getting back into the position. for Copenhagen Flames. It's so much harder to do so in defense. Maybe again the back in the offense, not able to finish that off. This goal was just at their mercy. Two of the Copenhagen Flames players in front of it. I think they even bumped one another. In the end, it's just not going in. The MOCKIT Esports will start yet another attack. Look at their positioning. No, actually, they synchronizedly move back the moment they see that the ball isn't there. All three members turn around. This is amazing. The same reaction from all of the players. That is a joy to watch.
So Fairy Peak then gets that into striking range, but not quite. Waffles intercepts that one. Pashi gets that one down. Abigand has missed it. I'm not 100% sure how that is. That Burki or something like that. I'm not 100% sure how you pronounce that. Oh, a great effort there by aforementioned player, but not quite home. Back into the blue half then, where it's not spent a great deal of time. Freaky goes up. That one away. Fairy Peak. You find Abigand. Oh, that was a bit dangerous, but got that one away. Fairy Peak. Against the wall. Oh, Waffle. Abigand. Waffle then, but all he finds is Pashi. Abigand tries to get that one past Pashi, but no such luck. Freaky. Burki. Waffle. That's thinking a bit more about their plays this time. It is slowing down the bleeding a little bit. It's now into the middle. Pashi. Waffle goes up for it. Tries to get that one away from Freaky, which he manages to do. Fairy Peak puts it to the corner. Waffle. Ooh, he left that one for Abigand. And Freaky gets that one back into the orange half. Nobody there. Burki. Fairy Peak. Pashi. It's over. Waffle. Oh! A rare mistake then for Fairy Peak, and that's gone wide. Abigand finds Pashi. Waffle. Burki trying to get that one through the defence, but no such luck. Waffles. And down it comes. Waffle again. Finds Fairy Peak. No one back.
No, Becky. My God. He is making me nervous, and I'm not even playing right now. that flip, I think, didn't quite hit the sweet spot. Now Pashi on the offense. Freaking Fairy Peak both waiting, missing. Yes, they are. Well, they know that they are in a solid position. Actually, for the past couple of minutes, MOCKIT Esports have given Copenhagen Flames just a bit too much space, and now it results in the goal. After the quick counter-attack, Freaky loses the ball. Pashi does such a weak hit that Baki, who is still thinking about the offense, is still there. Still, his mindset is on that goal. He just finds it immediately. 28 seconds. With the way the Copenhagen Flames has been playing in this one, I still feel that this is just too of a tall task. MOCKIT Esports have been controlling this game for the most part, and if Freaky can just score something like that with no one looking, then it's all done for Copenhagen Flames in this one.
Off the ceiling, no one there. 4-1. That's, goodness me, less than 10 seconds before that one came home. I think Copenhagen are going to have to write this particular match off then. One goes up into the air. 20 seconds to go. Let's not forget that all the teams taking part at this stage in tonight's Gfinity matchup are incredible teams. Incredible. Oh no! As I think it was Burki trying to get that one away and bounced it off of Freaky. Freaky wasn't intending to make a shot out of it. Oh yes, he did. He actually jumped towards it in order to make the block, and it worked. Very nice.
Pretty calculated, absolutely calculated. Yeah. That just puts yet another one on the board. MOCKIT want more. Waffle might score one at the very last second. Can do so. 5-1 is the final score for the first match. This is the best of 5. So at least we have 2 more games. But MOCKIT already in the game number 1 are showing that they wanted more than their opponents. And do not forget that Copenhagen Flames actually did defeat Team Infuse in the previous round. Team Infuse, which is, I still believe, are 7th in the power rankings right now for Europe. At least it has changed up. Still 7th.
Wow.
MOCKIT are 3rd at this point, so obviously there's still a difference. I'm not sure where I would put Copenhagen Flames. For the most part, they have been this bubbling team that has been sort of trying to get in the top, and maybe they will show something in this one. Don't forget that soon, in August, there will be open qualifiers for next season of RLCS, and since there will be 2 leagues, the top one with 8 teams and the bottom one with 8 teams, we might see both Copenhagen Flames, both Team Infuse, God knows in which of those leagues, but I would imagine that these are the names who will see in the end in September, I believe, when the league will start for proper.
Indeed. I mean, take Team Infuse as a prime example. Oh, we've just lost one of the Copenhagen Flames. Give me a chance to try and get his name right.
All right, just practice. Oh boy, if he doesn't go back,
he's
yeah,
back.
Becky.
No, he is back.
Becky is back. I guess it can go. I think the only way to figure out how it's pronounced, when he scores an amazing goal, that's when you sort of just from the top of your head try to figure out how he is pronounced. Just scream his name out.
I think
that's what you call
it is pronounced like an noise.
Chat, Twitch chat.
Yeah,
you're always helpful.
Help me out here.
With the exception of the times when you're not and just spamming kappas. How is Becky pronounced? Call
that was
6
close.
for free, 4 for free. Let's get back into the game and
Waffle
see
finds...
what they can bring us.
That comes down. Fairy Peak gets that into the orange half. Abby again gets back for it. Gets it past Freaky. Oh, nearly got it past Freaky. Fairy Peak rather. Not quite. Pashy. Freaky tries to get that one under control. Fairy Peak finds Freaky. Gets on wall towards the middle. Vicky got that one away. Pashy. Abby again's intercepted it. Oh, got the mid-air redirect rather, but Freaky got that one away. Fairy Peak finds Waffle. Down to the middle. This time, Vicky getting that one into the blue half. Over Freaky. Anybody there? Yes! What a wonderful offensive rotation by Copenhagen Flames. Waffle making that one 1-0 to the orange side.
Copenhagen Flames catch MOCKIT ESPORTS off guard with a counterattack with all 3 of them in the right spot, and they do make it work. Great pass from Becky to Waffle. Actually, in the chat, there's a suggestion. It's pronounced bike.
Bike?
Could be. You never know.
Hey, yeah, that's easier to say.
Oh no, there's another one. Becky.
Becky.
You really need to stretch. It seems.
Okay, well. We'll call him something. Call him something befitting, I'm sure. Pashy gets that one into the corner. Flames. That one away. Back into the middle. Fairy Peak. Puts it to the corner. Lovely setup in the middle. It's intercept cleared away by Abby again. Burkey's gone up for it. Oh, that was nearly a shot. It was a shot, but it was very nearly home. That's still fairly dangerous from MOCKIT. But cleared away by Freaky. Waffle tried to get that through, but not quite there. Bookie gets in the middle.
Oh no.
Well played by Abby again to make that 2-0. And what a difference in organisation we're seeing then by Copenhagen Flames this time around. Brilliant. The defensive rotation not quite as solid this time around. Are MOCKIT a little bit too complacent, I wonder?
It could be. Actually, Freaky starts this all off on the wall, trying to get back into the rotation, trying to stop the Copenhagen Flames from getting a touch on the ball. That leaves him deep, nowhere near the ball, and when one of the players misses, obviously the goal is almost empty, and Copenhagen Flames for the 2nd time in a row now, they have been getting in right positions at the right time, and it has been working for them. 4 shots there, shotting MOCKIT ESPORTS at this point. Although, if Fairy P can just sneak something like that in, it doesn't matter how many shots Copenhagen Flames has. No, he's just from the wall into the net, doesn't even care for a Waffle. Waffle is loved behind. See you later. 1-2 to MOCKIT ESPORTS.
Yeah, just went for that and dodged too early, sadly. But here we go again. 2-1 with 2:52 to go. Along the halfway line, into the orange half. Back onto the halfway point. Pashy just picks that one up. Abby again thunders that into the blue half. Waffle gets it back under control. Freaky going backwards for it. Flames. Bookie rather. Waffle. Abby again. Could drop, but Freaky's waiting for it. It was a beautiful shot. Waffle. Freaky just manages to get that out of range. Abby again. He's got back for it. Oh, well played. Pashy. Freaky. Waffle. Oh, Waffle's missed off the wall. Pashy's picked that one up. Got past 2. Freaky's gone up. Abby again's there, but Demo Bookie on MOCKIT. He's Demo the whole team. Ah! Oh, is it because I'm trying to read the name quickly? I keep reading the team name as opposed to the player's name. Waffle. Abby again. Finds Fairy Peak. Bookie again. Freaky. Waffle, too high. Can Bookie do anything with it? He can! Oh, just too wide. Great effort there. Very peak. Puts it to the corner. Bookie's trying to intercept it. Dangerous! Oh, well cleared by Waffle there. Freaky. Puts it to the wall. Bookie's there. Oh!
Tasty.
Well played by Freaky to get back for that one. Freaky tries to get that one past Abby again. Waffle can't decide what to do with it. That is too wide. Bookie puts it up to the ceiling. Abby again. Just manages to get a touch to it. Very big. Well intercepted by Waffle. Bookie. Pashi. Back into the orange half. Very Peak's waiting for it. Just taking his time to make a decision. Gets it past Abby again. Bumps into Waffle. That's still dangerous, but cleared away by Abby again. Oh, Pashi trying to do something with it. Not quite. Freaky. No, Bookie's having none of that. Ooh, double commit by Copenhagen. They have recovered though. Very Peak. 30 seconds to go. It's got to pass Waffle. Abby again bounces it off of Waffle's head, and that goes back into the blue half. Freaky. And that's Bookie that's gone up for it. And Pashi picks that one up. Bookie's with it. Interception, but Very Peak's got that one into the orange half. 10 seconds to go. Last second hero. Pashi. Saved by Waffle. Ooh, Freaky's kept it off the floor. Very Peak. It's going down. And that is round 2 to Copenhagen Flames.
If this wasn't the end of the match, I don't think Becker would have loved to see that ball just drop in front of his face, right in front of the goal. For the past, I'd say for the second half of this match, Copenhagen Flames had actually been giving MOCKIT Esports a lot more space, or at least MOCKIT Esports have been fighting for that space. It's just that the problem is that MOCKIT Esports weren't able to make any of their plays work. Their passing plays, their setups that they were trying to commit off the backboard, just 1, 2, 3 punch, just wasn't working for them. They were resorting to individual plays, and that didn't work for them in the end. Quite a low-scoring match for this one. MOCKIT Esports were held to this score of 2-1 by Copenhagen Flames, and that's well done by them. Perhaps this is how they won against Team Infused. Just this control play, score, and then just be as solid as defense as you possibly can. But this only brings the series to 1-0, which means that the remainder is basically best of 3. Who cares?
Yeah.
We'll start this all anew, and back yet again, leaving. Now, I guess every single time after match, there is a glitch, I believe, that is like that, but he is usually immediately back. There we go.
Yeah.
Straight back. Or maybe every single time he just picks a different card. Just 5 matches in the series, different card, just to spice this all up just a bit.
Same number of shots and almost same number of saves as well in the last match. So that just shows how much pressure was being applied on both sides. But the momentum definitely gone Copenhagen's way. Wind him up. Let him go for match number 3. Thunders into the blue half then. Pashi returns it. Freaky's gone up for it. He's left that one for Fairy Peak. Fairy Peak has it past 1. Abby again. Oh dear. He went back for Troy. And that is home. That was a pretty sloppy defense for Copenhagen. And again, we see MOCKIT getting that kick-off pressure straight on board, and that is paid off in a goal already.
Hello, this is a repeat of match number 1. Really what we're seeing right now. Quick kick-off goal by MOCKIT Esports past all the Copenhagen Flames defenders. So MOCKIT Esports can do that. They can just completely catch the opponent off guard, and I do believe that at this point people are thinking of scoring the goal as quickly as possible. It's just that MOCKIT seemingly do want it more and can convert these kickoffs to their side more often. Freaky last second save onto that one. Beck is still in the attack. Dangerous moment right there in front of the MOCKIT Esports net. Still ongoing. Not unless they can clear it. Beck, Waffle now just hangs in the air and thinks this will be killed. In the end, Copenhagen Flames at this point need to return. Although they're still thinking about the attack. No clear from MOCKIT. They are trying to figure out something. And now the counterattack. Chance for counterattack. What this will come to? Nothing. Yep. That's how Rocket League games go. Just I hype it up, and it just breaks down completely.
Abby again trying to do something with it. Pashi's intercepted it in the air. Waffle. Pashi's been in the middle. Fairy Peak with a shot that was slightly too high. That's a dangerous clear. Freaky gets it down to the ground. Finds Fairy Peak, but that's gone the wrong way. Pashi gets some air on it. And Bakke got that one away. And that is a shot from the midfield from Freaky then to make it 2-0.
Oh, not properly cleared, and you see Copenhagen Flames at the start of this one, nowhere into the position. Beckett was already committing, with no reaction from Abiogan. Just straight up shot. You don't often see those in professional games, but it is what it is. MOCKIT Esports, actually fake kickoff right there. Waffle and Becker trying to walk this in into the MOCKIT Esports net. Don't succeed, but at least that looked original. Something that might work, but unfortunately didn't.
Oh, a bit of a double chase there by Copenhagen, but they've recovered a bit now as Abiogan gets that off the wall. Back 8. Oh, Waffle. Oh, open net from MOCKIT. You don't expect to see that sort of thing. Abiogan managed to capitalise on it. 2-1 with 3:20 left.
Or this one demolition. Look where Favorite Peak is, if you can see it on your replay. He is actually nowhere near the goal. He is waiting for a counterattack to start. And this time, it doesn't work out. He is basically leaves his goal empty, especially after that demolition. This might work in other cases when he has full trust in his teammates, and I'm pretty sure at this point he has. This is a professional MOCKIT Esports side after all. But after that demolition, I think Orla Plan is just out of the window. We need to go back.
Okay, get someone off the back wall. Abiogan demo on Fairy Peak. Waffle. Let's to the corner. Freaky tries to intercept that one. Back towards the middle. Fairy Peak gets a touch. Abiogan finds Waffle. Abiogan again, lovely play, but intercepted by Freaky. Bake. No one there at the moment. Fairy Peak puts it to the corner. Lead away by Pashi. Abiogan gets that off the backboard. Pashi tried to do something with it. Abiogan with the clear. Now back into the MOCKIT half. Oh!
Whoa, no.
Oh. That was a rather unusual shot, but cleared away by Pashi. Freaky puts it to the middle, finds Fairy Peak. Redirects it, not quite there. Fairy Peak puts it in the middle. Freaky can't get the angle, still dangerous for Copenhagen. Cleared away then by Abiogan. Pashi puts that back in the middle. Cleared away this time by Abiogan. Fairy Peak. Waffles there. Fairy Peak bundles it through him. Oh, Bake missed it. Pashi. Freaky. Still going towards Copenhagen half. Waffle puts it in the middle. Fairy Peak. Still controls it. Bake gets that one off the wall. It's dangerous. Oh, what a shot and what a save. Little chip in, come back in. Oh, my goodness me, that was dangerous.
Bake. Oh, my. Oof. They are just shooting at the same net. Come on, guys. It's not the basketball one and the same hoop.
That was a little bit of panic play by
Friendly fire. I mean, what?
Goodness me. As that comes out of the middle. Waffle with the shot, but too wide. Fairy Peak got the save on that one. Through into the orange half then. Bake. Gets it past Freaky. Pashi gets that one into the opposite corner. Abiogan. Waiting to see what to do with it. Considering his options. Tries to get it past Freaky. Has gone into the middle. But it's taken away. Oh dear. The defensive rotation not there. And Fairy Peak from within his own half manages to score a shot that I have always called downtown.
What else can I say? It's downtown after all. Unfortunately, when you commit for that pinch, as I'm assuming the only thing they were trying to do on that attack, you can leave your goal mightily empty, and that's exactly what happened. Fairy Peak just walks it right in after the kickoff one more time. Quickie goes his way. Controlled. Actually, Pashi gets on the end of that as well, and we go back to the start of this match. 4-1. This actually is completely the repeat of the first match. I believe that's ended 5-1. This time it's 4-1 and still counting. I wouldn't be surprised if MOCKIT have still a little bit of gas in them to put a finishing touch to make it 5-1 again. Copenhagen Flames, even though they look solid, just in this match yet again, can't do anything against MOCKIT. What they did in match number 2, how they basically slowed down the game, brought their own pace to it, just isn't working in this one. MOCKIT Esports do those quick, decisive attacks, and you almost don't notice them. And if you miss balls like that, then yeah, you won't be able to score anything on the other end either.
Abiogan try to get that one away. Oh, that's dangerous. And yeah, nobody there to stop Freaky. That has indeed become 5-1 again.
I swear to God, there's more people in the orange defense from MOCKIT than there are Copenhagen Flames guys. And one of them was just leading right there.
Freaky jumped for that so early as well. He was pretty confident he knew where that was going to go. On the halfway line. Maybe again goes up for it. 10 seconds. And Freaky's got that one into the orange half. Bakke gets that one away. Fairy Peak. And that is down round number 3 to MOCKIT ESPORTS.
Somehow, I don't believe we'll see the repeat of match number 2, where Copenhagen Flames did win this. At this point, I'm giving this to MOCKIT in 4 games. I just don't see Flames bringing anything that could beat MOCKIT at this point. If MOCKIT are in the zone right now, and they seem to be, with the way they're playing, where they're going for those plays, even before you notice them happening, that means that, Jesus, these guys know how to play. And obviously certainly one of the top contenders in this tournament. The other team, obviously, if you just look at the bracket right now, it's Team Envious, who still hasn't received their opponents, actually. On the top of the bracket is Galeforce Esports and other teams, perhaps with lesser known names. But MOCKIT is MOCKIT after all, and you need to respect them. Copenhagen Flames did well against Team Infused. MOCKIT Esports is a completely different beast, so I think this will be their swan song, this match number 4. It's for them to prove me wrong, and I really would love them to see me proving me and everyone else wrong who's cheering for MOCKIT Esports right now. But it's 5 minutes, it's all decided on the field. Let's see how this goes. It goes like this. Oh boy, oh boy, oh my god.
That was just cleared away there by Waffle. That's over into the blue half then. Passy managed to get a touch to it, finds Freaky. Bakke. Fairy Peak. Long shot, and Waffle cleared that one away. Oh, and that was another shot there, but did not get home. Bakke finds Fairy Peak. Finds Passy. Oh, standard play for MOCKIT then. Just scatters the defense and finds the back of the net. 1-0 with less than a minute gone.
Oh boy, look at those passing plays, and so snug with the top left corner as well. Just like a perfect fit into that left corner. He saw that. Passy saw that from his angle, and what an angle that was, and placed that so precisely. I'm almost envious. Envious is, of course, the other team on our bracket, but this is all about MOCKIT. The MOCKIT are starting the match number 4 in force, just like they started the previous matches. Match number 3, number 1, obviously, when they have finished off, really, Copenhagen Flames, and they're still continuing their pressure.
Bakke off the ball. He's missed it out. Oh no, Waffle sent that the wrong way. Waffle's trying to do something with it. Fairy Peak was there. Maybe again picks that one up. Off the wall now. Gets it past one. Doesn't get it past Freaky. Passy's gone up for it. Kills it in front of the goal. Oh my goodness me. What can you do against that?
Wow, I was expecting maybe a backboard pass. No, Passy was the backboard in this case, or precisely that spot on the backboard when it connects with the ceiling and when it drops immediately down. Passy just decided to be a surrogate for that one, and what a perfect placement for that one as well. Just in the waiting hands of his teammate. Chance for Bakke, but no dice. Copenhagen Flames still looking lively, still trying to find those attacks. Just their place. We see some of their goals. They were nice. Something like that obviously drops in. And Evigan does bring something from, I think, from the MOCKIT's repertoire. Just like that. Last man standing with the whole MOCKIT Esports just scrambling in that net. Lifeline for Copenhagen Flames. But MOCKIT Esports, I'm feeling they will just answer with yet another quick kickoff goal. We've seen these plenty in this series. And not perhaps for this case. They actually dangerously leave their goal empty. Thankfully, Passy right there, and the shot isn't precise. Now it's danger for Copenhagen Flames. 2 men committed. And then even the demolition. This is just playing dirty. Actually, it's in the wrong way. So now it's MOCKIT Esports, who will be just going down, or going back, rather. Bakke plays it for the backboard, but look at that. No one is there. Okay, great shot. Straight to the backboard. It's a huge target to hit.
Oh my goodness.
Freaky just responds with this. You just look at that. Copenhagen Flames playing to no one in particular, and Freaky just snatching that chance from that angle and still into the net. MOCKIT Esports, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I mean, this is a showcase of what MOCKIT are capable of. That is twice that Freaky has done that off the ceiling in this very series. But you saw that double commit from Copenhagen Flames. MOCKIT read that one perfectly, or Freaky specifically read it properly, and capitalized on it. Pashi gets that one down to the ground. Abiyagant finds Fairy Peak. Pashi puts it in the middle, but Bake sent that one away. Oh, Pashi's missed it. Abiyagant! Oh, manages to just capitalize on one mistake. There was one miss that caused that, and it was by Pashi, I believe. Fairy Peak got a touch through, but Abiyagant managed to intercept that. Freaky couldn't get to that. 3-2 with just under 2.5 to go.
Almost everything done right by MOCKIT ESPORTS. It's just that Abiyagant is following that ball until the end. If he sees that the opposing team will clear it, he's in their face trying to intercept that, and he is successful in this case. Every single time you go for something like that, you want for this to happen. MOCKIT will want to respond. One man down for Copenhagen Flames in the defense, but no dice on this attempt.
Waffle gets that one into the blue half. Pashi chasing it. Freaky gets that away. Bake. Oh, Waffle tried to get that one down, but no dice unfortunately for him. Freaky gets it past one. Just a touch by Fairy Peak to send it over Copenhagen Flames defenders. 4-2.
Passing plays, man. It's what sometimes separates the good teams from the great team. When you could just obviously the opposing player just waits for you, the man who is driving with the ball, to make a shot, to make a flick, something, and you position yourself accordingly. But when the ball suddenly changes the movement in a matter of basically in the blink of an eye, then you have no chance of saving that one. Just exactly what MOCKIT ESPORTS have shown how deadly are those passing plays, even such small ones. It still counts. Bake tries again to pull off something like MOCKIT ESPORTS are doing. He has been successful twice now in this match. It's just that I don't see Copenhagen Flames in the attack that much. When MOCKIT ESPORTS are attacking, there's a ton of them. Looks like there's 4 of them on the field. For Copenhagen Flames, it's a Hail Mary to the other side, and that's it. The play is dead, and only rarely they get a chance. Oh my god, Pashi off the pass of Fairy Peak. What a beautiful redirect from him. This is clinical at this point.
And Pashi was in that position way before the ball was going towards him. You saw the miss then by, I think, with Abiyagant, and Pashi was then able to send that one home. Kickoff then. Fairy Peak finds Waffle. Abiyagant sends that to the corner. Freaky. Shot by Bake. Oh, Pashi just managed to keep that one out of the net. Demo by Waffle on Freaky. To the corner. Off the ball. Pashi. Waffle again. Pashi keeps the pressure on, but Abiyagant just gives that one away. Abiyagant now sends that one to the corner. Only finds Pashi. Waffle's gone up for it. Just gets it past Fairy Peak. Freaky's there. And that's another one to MOCKIT ESPORTS then with just over 30 seconds remaining.
Unfortunately, when you waste all of your boost just to make that weak clear that immediately goes back to your opponent, there's basically no chance that this ball will leave your half. And MOCKIT ESPORTS are capitalizing on the fact that Copenhagen Flames struggle to bring the ball at this point out that they have. They are sitting comfortably after this one, even more comfortablier. And it is all but over for Pashi, who was flying in for that one. No dice. Would have looked nice, would have looked amazing. One last shot. This could be the last hurrah for Copenhagen Flames in this tournament. MOCKIT ESPORTS stumped on their dreams, and with 5-1, then 6-1, losing only one game in the process. Even then, it was really close in that game where Copenhagen Flames won. And the other games, not even close. MOCKIT ESPORTS are deserved winners in the series.
Well, what can you say to that? I mean, that really was, for the most part, that was just the MOCKIT ESPORTS show. That was absolutely incredible. Copenhagen just could not contend with it was the passing play that was the main strength of MOCKIT in that particular matchup against Copenhagen. But wow. So stick with us, and we will have the next match ready for you as soon as we can. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this Friday evening Gfinity Rocket League series. My name's King Kodiak, and still with me in the box, he hasn't run away yet, is the Jar of Jam.
I'm Jam, trying to run away as we speak. No, obviously not, because...
Jar struggled to run. I suppose you could roll.
Yes, I think if you push me, I could roll, or if you give me a slope, I can do that.
So
certainly.
We have got Team Envious versus MOCKIT Esports. Oh, this is going to be fun, I think.
Yes, you can make all these noises, those noises of joy and all that stuff. I would hope these teams will be in the finals. Instead, they're already meeting in the semifinals. This could be basically the tournament decided right here, unless obviously their opponents, projected opponents in the finals, Gale Force Esports, Team Luminescence, who are still playing the quarterfinals, plus Unique Stars, who are already in the semifinals. The other pairing might have something to say about that. But from what we've seen from MOCKIT Esports, they are solid. That's the quite an average mark I can give them. Obviously, they're absolutely amazing, but they're playing against Team Envious. Obviously, previously, Northern Gaming, that roster has been picked up by the Team Envious, well-known beyond Rocket League scene. Certainly, I believe has been touted as one of the most well-known esports squads in the whole esports scene. And it's really nice that some of these big wig names are picking up and getting into Rocket League, which can only mean that Rocket League is a proper esport.
Absolutely. The more coverage that our glorious sport gets, the better the whole esports scene will become. And as any esport will grow, I mean, do bear in mind, it's still a fairly young industry that we are in. But as we have got our MOCKIT players in, we are just waiting for the Envious crew to come and join us. Time will allow this sport, and it's growing at a pretty decent rate, let's be honest, but it is going to reach absolutely phenomenal levels with the quality of players that we have got, even just in this semi-final alone. I mean, there's so many players we've already seen, but our players are now joining their sides for this semi-final of Envious versus MOCKIT. We have, of course, got Pashy, Freaky, and Ferry. Oh, Maestro just got in time. Wind him up and let him go for round one of this semi-final. Into the orange half then. Remco sends that down to the orange goal already. Freaky having to make an early save. Very peak. Yes, that one finds Devo. Remco goes up for it. That's pinched into the corner. Oh, Devo's missed it. Pashy didn't. Narrow shot, but just off the bar. Maestro gets that away. Devo finds Pashy. And that's sailing back over to the blue side. Oh no, that came off of Remco. That's Freaky credited with that one within 30 seconds. Oh no, a terrible mistake by Remco there.
Pashy just manages to put it right underside Remco, who was going from the side to intercept that one. All was made right by him. Just the attempt actually reached it. That was already amazing, but MOCKIT Esports opened this up. Still, what we immediately see from the opening seconds of this match is how speedily both of these teams play. Just from offense to defense in a matter of seconds. And we see Fairy Peak yet again on the attack. Doesn't trick out Devo, who manages to save that at last possible second. Now it's a turn for Team Envious to put on a counter-attack. These guys will be going non-stop. I don't see any of them slowing down the play for the favor of the other team. I think all of them will be firing on all cylinders throughout the series.
And all of them are world-class players as well, so this could be very fiery as Remco gets a shot but saved by Fairy Peak. Just pixel-perfect saving there. Pashy gets that onto the wall. Devo gets it down to the ground. Freaky gets it away. Remco goes up for it. It's a shot, but Fairy Peak gets the save. To the corner. Maestro gets a double touch. Oh my goodness, that's a narrow shot, but Pashy manages to get the read. Remco finds Freaky. The blue half, Pashy gets it past Maestro, but Devo with the clear there. Freaky gets that back into the blue half. Remco waits for it. And gets the clear on that. Maestro goes up for it. Pashy's just beating into it. Going to get the double touch. And that is home. Pashy this time. Oh, Devo has appeared twice and disappeared again. That was interesting. But, yeah, Devo did get a touch to it, but it was quite a weak touch. Pashy followed that home 2-0 to MOCKIT.
Team Envious just aren't dealing right with their clears. That's the second time in a row now that MOCKIT Esports have completely beaten them to a challenge. And they're straight up there. Pashy makes that 3. Hello. MOCKIT Esports don't care if it's Envious or anyone. World champions, we don't care. We want to beat the world champions. Somehow, MOCKIT Esports, even though Team Envious started this quite fast, right now it seems like MOCKIT Esports are the fastest team on the field. Everything they do, they're just a slimy, tiny bit quicker than their opponents.
Well, there was nearly a fourth one. There was a devastating passing play we saw against Copenhagen Flames coming out in force again for MOCKIT there. Very peak. Oh, that was a miss by Devo. Freaky just chipped it over. Oh, it was off the post, but Ferry Peak was able to follow that through. That is already not even halfway through this match, and we've got a fourth on the board for MOCKIT Esports.
That is a demolition, and these are two high-caliber teams. To see one of them go down with basically nothing to their name, a couple of shots, obviously, but Team Envious are currently being kept down to this 4-0, and the pressure for MOCKIT is still continuing. Team Envious so far are really broken-hearted. They still have plenty of matches in front of them. Best of 5 still. We'll be switching to best of 7s in the grand finals, but still a far way back. And Team Envious currently aren't looking like the team that will end up there. Very few. What is MOCKIT Sports doing in this one? How on earth can they beat Team Envious like that? Or rather, what is happening to Team Envious? They're looking like the team from round number 1. And I'm pretty sure they've beaten themselves to get to this range. MOCKIT are being absolutely the absolute demolishers in this one. And to demolish Team Envious, that is a high praise, that's for sure.
It almost seems sacrilegious to say it, but I mean, again, not taking anything away from MOCKIT, their reputation speaks for themselves. But again, Devo, Maestro, Remco, everybody in Rocket League circles knows their names, and that one's slightly too high. It just seems that they're taking a little bit of time just to get themselves together. I mean, they know what the players of MOCKIT are capable of, but every professional player will have 5, 6, 10 solutions to any given situation. It's knowing what shot, what play, what touch a player is going to put into place, and you've got to decide that in the split of a second. You can't think, oh, they could do this, oh, they could do this. That's just going to take too long. As Fairy Peak knocks that one away, pinches that one down to the ground. That's going to be a little bit dangerous. Remco's gone over for it, but he's missed it. Just not seeing the composure from Envious at the moment. Devo sends that one down to the ground. Very peak. Pashi. Oh dear. The MOCKIT player is taking sympathy and diving out of the way of that one to get a score on the board for Maestro. And Devo has appeared and disappeared in second form again.
As how many Devos will we see during this match? But at this point, Team Envious still need at least 5 of Devos coming onto the field to bump MOCKIT out of the way. This time they didn't need that. Actually, Freaky himself just tried to demolish either Remco or Maestro out of the way. But so far what we've seen from MOCKIT, or rather from Team Envious, the only time that it looks solid beyond this goal, and this was basically just found by them on the field, just flying around there, and where they just took it, and took it quite successfully. There was one proper time where they looked great, and that was when MOCKIT Esports has allowed Team Envious to basically just continue shot after shot, and MOCKIT were just weakly trying to fend off these attacks, and this was the only chance that they had, and it still didn't work out. And apart from that, yes, demolitions are coming in, but by this point, when you're down by so much, yeah, MOCKIT Esports weren't able to score any more than that, but it's enough. 5 goals at the beginning stages of the match. Usually it's basically an order that you're dead. You're not going anywhere past this one. And it's been really interesting to see how Team Envious are bouncing back from this one, because this has to sting to start off the series like that. It's absolutely terrible. And as you said, Team Envious, Northern Gaming previously, know these opponents. They know what MOCKIT are. Obviously, MOCKIT has changed the roster. Basically, the whole thing, Fairy Peak is the only remaining member, but they know the other players. MOCKIT, so solid in this first game, and yes, Envious maybe a contender, but right now MOCKIT are looking so deadly. World Championship killers might as well be.
Indeed, I mean, you don't earn the title of RLCS Season 3 World Champion for nothing, as well. We know, but Struth, that was pretty brutal on from MOCKIT Esports there. But let's see if Envious have got an answer for them. Devo, of course, seems to be having some kind of difficulty as he's appearing and disappearing twice in the server. So just waiting for Devo and Remco to ready up. There is Remco. And there we go. So we will get second round then underway of this semi-final. The players not hanging around and getting into their sides. Round 2. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Wind them up. Let them go. Into the blue half. Devo. Ooh, Pashy. Read that one. Devo's put it back in the middle. Let's Freaky sends that away. Some early pressure from Envious. Can they carry it through? Fairy Peak. Remco gets someone out of the air. That's going to go dangerous for Envious, but Devo sends that to the corner. Remco gets out of the way of it. Pashy. Again's going to drop. Oh, Maestro managed to just get that one away. Freaky. Remco and Freaky went in for that one. Double commit by Envious. That's not going to be good. They weren't quite punished for it, though. Devo. Finds Remco, but Freaky was in the way. Shot by Maestro. Fairy Peak was there, and that's cleared away by Freaky. Shot by Remco, but two defenders there. And Maestro manages to get back for that one. Devo now, with some pace behind the ball. Gets into the middle, but that's cleared away by Freaky. And down to the ground then. Remco keeps that one live, but Pashy's already on the backboard to send that one away. Down to the ground. Fairy Peak. Devo got that one to the wall. Much stronger defensive play by Envious this time. Remco gets that one off the ceiling. Pashy on the backboard. Freaky can't get the direction he wants on it. Fairy Peak gets that one in the middle. And Pashy finds a hole in the defense and makes it 1-0 to MOCKIT Esports.
Wow, I've seen singular plays off the backboard. I've seen double plays, triple plays. This is a quadruple play off the backboard. They were shooting at it for the longest periods of time. In the end, Fairy Peak finally sends the ball to Pashy, who has already rotated back and returned to the blue side. MOCKIT Esports finish out that play in fashion, really. And Team Envious yet again are just left standing right there as the goal is yet again being proed by the MOCKIT side. This obviously, this is quite slower. Don't expect many more goals. I shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that. Beautiful. Two players immediately caught off by that pass to himself. Freaky just doesn't even need any of his teammates, Team Envious, too focused on the attack, and I can understand them. They need that. They need even that one goal to just bring back their confidence, because so far they are sinking without trace yet again. This could be a chance. Oh! No, not if Fairy Peak is in the net. That man in the defense is as solid as rock.
A fair effort, though, from Remco to have a shot from that angle. Gets it back. Remco gets it back into the orange half. Fairy Peak is there. Remco gets in the middle, but Fairy Peak's intercepted that one. And sails back over. Maestro gets that one back into the orange half then. Maestro again. Fairy Peak taking the time to try and decide what to do with it. Freaky. Remco. Devo! But that's too high. Great effort, but didn't yield. To the corner. Remco. Defeated by Fairy Peak. Devo. To the corner. Ooh, Devo is having a problem because he was just sat still. So I think Devo is struggling with something as Remco sends that one down off the ceiling. But Pashy got that one the save. Got that one the save? I don't know what sentence I was trying to come out of my mouth there. It didn't work, whatever it was. Oh, an interesting play there. Double commit, finally, for Envious. Gets that one home for 2-1.
It still looked like they were struggling. They committed two players, just a mess. Someone needs to go. Actually, Maestro, I'm loving his car. That color scheme is just amazing. Red to yellow to green. Looks fancy, and what a fancy goal that was. But still, to me, it looked as if they just, yes, they forced that in, and it counts. Any old goal counts. The normies count, the aerials count, the dribbles count, and this counts as well. MOCKIT are obviously wanting to answer something on the other end, still are keeping Team Envious to their side and not willing to let them out.
Devo gets a demo on Pashy then. Freaky sends that one forward. Gets it past Remco. Oh, Maestro missed it. No one is there from either side. There we go. Devo's now picked it up. Into the orange half. Very big. Maestro! Ooh, thought that was going to be a shot then, but it was slightly too narrow. Into the blue half. Very peak. Taking his time to decide, trying to get it past Remco. Remco got the read, and that's gone up. And
No.
A simple shot then from Freaky. Again, Devo is appearing and disappearing again. So Devo's having a very weird issue. Devo couldn't quite react quick enough to that one for 3-1.
He actually picked an interesting route. He wasn't going straight for the net. He was almost as if he was attacking his own goal. He was mirroring what MOCKIT Esports were doing on that flank. In the end, he does get into the net, so that positioning has worked for them. Unfortunately, just puts it into his own net. I can only imagine that perhaps he's having some controller issues, and that's his sort of a second player on his own PC that's currently constantly joining and disconnecting. Could be that. I really hope he's not forced to switch his controller or anything just in the middle of the play. But even without that, even if we just look at Remco and Maestro, those passing plays just aren't connecting. And MOCKIT are still solid in defense. Team Envious are putting up these chances. The ball is constantly, dangerously in front of MOCKIT Esports net. It's just there's no finishing. And it seems like just Team Envious yet again are still shell-shocked after that previous one. And MOCKIT are still on their high horse and looking quite comfortable.
Okay, put that one in the middle, but sent away by Fairy Pete. Freaky gets that one into the blue half. Remco tries to get that under control. Freaky puts it in the middle, nobody there, but Pashi couldn't get the speed on it. Remco was able to recover. Pashi puts it down, finds Devo. And that's going to go back into the orange half. Devo gets the touch, and Remco, oh, that's too narrow. He got that one the wrong side of the post, and that is going to be round number 2 to MOCKIT Esports. And there it is then. Round number 2 is decided. Goodness me.
I think that Team Envious' heart is just broken at this point. They've putting all their efforts, although it doesn't look perhaps like it, into this game, and still isn't working their usual plays that I'm pretty sure that sometimes they can just do blindfolded. Somehow aren't working against MOCKIT, or at least in these series. And well, the hard truth is obviously that in RLCS, any team can beat any team on specific day. It's just that for Team Envious, as someone has spotted in Twitch chat, and I want to give him a due credit, is that it's basically, it's not even the curse of the champions. It's the fact that when you are a champion, people are expecting a lot from you. And if you're not doing that, then the pressure creeps up on you. And pretty sure these guys are in the mindset, yeah, we just won the World Championships a bit of a month ago, but still. And so we are the kings of this one. Well, Remco certainly is remembering his heyday. I'm hoping it hasn't ended for him just yet, but look at that, the pass that he gave to himself. What speed he even gets from that wall. If Team Envious has been playing the long con, their worst sweep, I wouldn't mind that if every single goal from them will be looking like what Remco has just shown us.
That just defies explanation what he was able to do there. And that's why he's champion. But yeah, exactly as you say, the expectation just mounts. I mean, these guys are all top level players. We all know this. So the expectation is already very, very high. Remco again! Fairy Peak able to get the save this time. But the expectation then goes up another level when you have that title. And yeah, it's difficult to manage. You're off your game by just 1%. And it sadly it shows. And when you're in the public eye, as much as these guys are from a comparative perspective, obviously, it's difficult to manage every single time. You're expected to play World Championship, top quality level. We're all human at the end of the day. They can't do it every single match. And it's just the way it goes. Maestro picks this one up. Oh, gets that one into the MOCKIT half. Pashi managed to get a touch to it, but wasn't able to clear it. Devo capitalizes 2-0 then to Envious.
And MOCKIT Esports have been feeling a little bit too comfortable with their movements in the previous games. It felt like, yes, the control was in their hands, and it really was. Team Envious are slowly starting to punish them for all of these overextensions to that side, for all these misses. The challenges now aren't going MOCKIT's way, and that takes out a couple of MOCKIT players immediately and leaves the Envious in front of the MOCKIT's net, and goals are rolling in. I'm interested what MOCKIT Esports will bring as an answer to that one. With kind of attacks as Fairy Peak and Freaky are trying to set something up still in that side. It's, well, finally we see MOCKIT Esports playing from behind. And that will actually, it's a test of character really, because it's easy to just score and keep scoring and keep scoring. Freaky Oh, not
Oh.
Freaky, Fairy Peak. Now it's Freaky. I'm just predicting what will happen in the future. Freaky in the end finishing this out, but Fairy Peak, he's trying to set that up, gets the impossible touch as well. And for Freaky, just too easy to put that in. 2-1, MOCKIT Esports want this back. They're clogged 1. There's still plenty of time to be played in this match. Let's go.
Into the orange half then. Devo sends it that way. Fairy Peak returns it to the blue half. Remco kills it. Oh, that turned into a shot. Well capitalized by Fairy Peak there. Killed by Remco. He probably thought he had a bit more time. Realized there was somebody there. And a bit too late. Goes past all 3 of them. 2-all.
Seemingly, Team Envious were trying to settle into a rotation, try to figure out, okay, where do we go where the ball is here? Fairy Peak completely ignores what Envious is doing and basically just puts that in. Another one might be coming in. Devo with a great save. And now Freaky and Fairy Peak actually committing together on that flank. A rare double commit by the professional team. Pashi for himself. Miss. MOCKIT Esports are back into this one. 2 quick goals. And Team Envious are once again trying to fight for this. Remco off the post and out. No quick counterattack after this one. MOCKIT Esports were all quite deep, but what a save, you have to say.
Yeah, goal line save when they absolutely needed it from Remco. Bounces off with Pashi. Oh, did he intend to leave for Freaky, I wonder? Remco picked that one up. Freaky's got that one away. Devo keeps it live for Envious. Fairy Peak gets that one back into the middle. Maestro picks it up, tries to control it. And missed by Fairy Peak, or Perry Peak as I've just called it. Fairy Peak again. Remco returns it to the orange half. Freaky coming away. Pashi. Fairy Peak. Oh, brilliant play. 1-2-3 by MOCKIT, and that is 3-2 with just over 2 to go.
And it's a 1, it's a 2, and what a 3 it was. Fairy Peak. His real name is Victor Lacat, so not even near to any of those. But Fairy Peak, well, he was the last remaining member of a MOCKIT squad, and I think for a good reason. This Frenchman knows how to play this game, and he is outplaying the best. Team Envious now once again find themselves on the losing side of the series. Do not forget, this is a match point for MOCKIT Esports. Another loss for Team Envious, and they're out of this tournament. And MOCKIT Esports are marching on to the finals, where the pairing of, if I can get that right, no, not in time, but the other 2 teams are still fighting in the other semifinals. Boy, oh boy, Team Envious might be going down to MOCKIT Esports in 3 matches. Who would have thought that?
Indeed. Pashi gets that one under control. Remco misses it. Devo didn't. Remco's put it at the wall. Freaky. Oh, that's going to be dangerous. And finished off by Pashi for 4-2. Unbelievable. MOCKIT keeping this pressure absolutely relentless. Anytime Envious gets the momentum, MOCKIT just find an answer from somewhere. Absolutely incredible stuff.
And it's Team Envious. I keep seeing them constantly being focused on the attack. They are leaving one man in.
Oh, no.
Freaky, or rather, to hell with the Freaky. Great job on that goal. Envious. What is happening? 2 for boost and no one in time to return? You are...
A silly mistake. A silly mistake. Breakdown in communication there, I would imagine. But here we go again then. Into the blue half. Intercepted. Off the corner. Remco's missed it. Devo. Oops. That's not the direction he wanted. Oh, well redirected by Fairy Peak. Remco couldn't get to that. And that is goal number 6 then for MOCKIT in this match. Remco and Devo couldn't get to that in time. Oh dear, oh dear.
Everything is flying in currently for MOCKIT Esports. Team Envious has no answer for MOCKIT, not only in defense but in the offense as well. It would have been one thing if Envious could have just kept up the pace with MOCKIT scoring, but they can't even do that. They have been completely outshot, outplayed, outlasted, and no chance in hell at this point. There has been some great comebacks. I still remember, I think the biggest one in the LCS was 4 goals, but then in 40 seconds, that's a goal every 10 seconds, so basically one kickoff goal after the other. We've seen a couple this tournament.
Yeah, against this MOCKIT eSport squad, no hope in hell.
No.
Maestro picks that one up, couldn't get it past Freaky. And that's the problem. When when mistakes start to happen, they snowball. Your own kind of mental attitude unwittingly changes. Oh, and a shot, but Freaky denied that one from Envious. And, you know, one mistake becomes 2, becomes 4, becomes 8. It's very easy for issue on issue to start snowballing out of control, and you know it's there, and you start getting more and more frustrated. And there we go then. So MOCKIT have taken this in a 3-0 sweep from Envious. Well, that is not what anybody would have betted on, I wouldn't have thought.
MOCKIT Esports. I mean, it was tough to call this match from the very beginning. But MOCKIT Esports has shown us how well they can play in the previous series that we watched, obviously, against the Copenhagen Flames. And they have transferred that, surprisingly to me, to this match. Team Envious, despite beating the Cool Kids before beating the Threexit, but in 5 matches. So even then, perhaps some of the problems have been showing. Yeah, I do believe they beat everyone else 3-0 and would have expected that from them. It's just that Team Envious have been completely walked over by the MOCKIT side, and it's such a shame. It's such a shame that we didn't see more of the games in this matchup, because I was feeling this should be the final series, and instead it would be MOCKIT Esports moving on, and the Team Envious left without nothing. The prize is only for the first and the second place, £200 for the first place, and then the £50 for the runner-up. No, instead, it will be Gale Force Esports Unique Stars, and now MOCKIT Esports fighting for those prizes.
And MOCKIT Esports only had a couple more shots against Envious in that last matchup. So that just goes to show you the amount of defensive pressure that, particularly early on in that last match, that MOCKIT had to contend with. But that was just incredible. How MOCKIT were just able to turn that pressure around. I mean, that is what separates the good from the great. So that leads us up then towards our final. Stay with us. We will be changing over. Myself and Jar are signing off for the evening. We will be leaving you in the hands of Mr. Curtis. And we will see you right here for the final. Stay with us.
Guys, welcome back as we get set for the grand finals of this 3v3 European Rocket League showcase. We just gave you the English flavor of Rocket League casting with Jar Jam and King Kodiak. Huge thanks to those guys for coming out and doing what they do best. And this time I am pleased to be joined by Windy City's finest. It is Dez in Chicago, Illinois. Dez, we got ourselves a heck of a grand final coming up here. It is MOCKIT Esports and Gale Force Esports. And there's a lot of ties between these two rosters.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of ties. Me and Curtis were talking over the break. Every member of Gale Force Esports has played for MOCKIT at some point. You look at Turbo playing on Season 1. I think Violent Panda played on Season 2. And then K-Dot playing last season. So they've all played on this roster at some point. But now they've all come together to kind of form some super team. Because this is honestly a pretty stacked roster.
Together right now over me, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was thinking the song. No, okay.
I think so.
I'll leave it alone. Shadow roast me for it. That's fine. That's all I was looking for. No big deal. Either way, yeah, best of 7 for the grand finals in this Gfinity 3v3 European Rocket League showcase. Huge thanks to Gfinity. Real quick, want to give them a shout out. Gfinity.net, guys, is where you guys are going to go to join into tournaments just like this one for games such as Rocket League, Hearthstone, CSGO, every rendition of Call of Duty you can possibly think of, FIFA. Basically most games that are competitive you're going to find on that site. You're going to grab some friends, you're going to get good, or you're not going to win any money. And if you are good enough, you might win some. No big deal. They're completely free to do.
Easy.
Get over to gfinity.net right now. With that said, Daz, I believe we are just about ready to go into game number 1.
Teams are in this one.
Good. So we are going to get this going here, and then we will be off to the races. Game 1, ready, set, go. Best of 7 for the right to be called champion on this 3v3 Friday. It's been a while since I've been here, and what a way to get back into it. We are ready and off to the races. 5 minutes on the clock. And the other thing I need to do real quick, Daz, take over the play-by-play real quick, because I don't have the best of 7.
While Curtis changes that, we got a lot of pressure from MOCKIT Esports, just bringing the ball over to Gale Force's end. Freaky trying to battle for just to keep the possession over. A pass from Pashy to Freaky, but it gets knocked out by K-Dop. Turns into a play. Turbo trying to get it off that back wall, but Fairy Peak knocks it away. Freaky now bringing the ball up. It bounces off the top of Fairy Peak's hood. Just playing with it, keeping possession as Pashy can boom that downfield. Turbo sends it back mid though. And now the ball's, it's just a small battle here at midfield.
And we are
teams
good.
just testing each other out. Yep.
Ready to
Curtis
go.
has
This
it
is
back.
going to be off the ceiling in the orange territory. Chance for Fairy Peak to move it out. Sent towards midfield. K-Dop going to need to make a save. It's pinched with the post, but Fairy Peak going to slam it home. First strike to MOCKIT in game 1.
Yeah, nice shot here from Fairy Peak, just being able to battle it through, getting it over Turbo. K-Dop goes up in time. He has the speed to make the save, but with the soft touch and the bouncing off the crossbar, bounces down, and then the follow-up from Fairy Peak to make sure that goes in.
Minute gone in game 1 just about. Fairy Peak going to try to follow this up. Puts it into the Gale Force, and that's an empty net to work with. It's sent towards that net, and it'll be a save by K-Dop as he'll work it into the corner. About a minute 10 gone. Chance up for Turbo Pulsa. Sent down by Fairy Peak along the sidewall. Rides the ceiling. K-Dop was thinking about going airborne, realizes he's beat empty net shot, or near empty net, and Turbo Pulsa comes back and makes a save. MOCKIT has the offense working in the Gale Force end with no let-up in sight right at the moment.
Right now, Jay, a lot of pressure coming out from MOCKIT Esports. They're just trying to keep the ball. They bounce it off the corner just so it takes a longer amount of time for Gale Force to get it because they have to get up the wall and with a lot of speed to make the clear. And then it gives MOCKIT a chance to just be able to read the ball better. They can work well off the corner and then easy challenge once you see Gale Force bounce that ball off. And now it's worked out. They got a center. Pashy comes up and he's going to knock it in on a misplay, I think, about the defense of Gale Force.
And we'll take a look at Pashy on this. Yep, just an empty net and just a bunch of players for Gale Force bunched up in the corner, which caused a major problem because nobody was on the back line. 2-0 in favor of MOCKIT as we go forward. Pashy gets the better of that kick. Up is K-Dop. He's going to send it for a Violent Panda, and he does not quite get the aerial on it. MOCKIT going to work in the offensive end again. Chance far side. They got it. Pashy slams it home. 3-0, and MOCKIT off to a really fast start in these grand finals.
Yeah, fast is exactly the right word. Nice quick pass from Freaky to Pashy. He gets there. He's been the striker so far this game. 4 shots, 2 goals, and then he has an assist from the play that Fairy Peak scored in. So he's definitely been all over the ball on offense, but you got to watch out because K-Dop is just as lethal. Gets one right off the kickoff.
Kickoff, yeah. Great kill here by Turbo, and K-Dop up immediately. It's almost like he read the kickoff and the way it was going to go, and perfectly done by Gale Force to get themselves back into it. 2:53 left, and that's a really, really good start to get them. Don't call it a comeback, boys. They've been here for years.
Yeah, 2:50 left on the clock. There's definitely enough time for either MOCKIT to start to steamroll this matchup or for Gale Force to come back. They're starting to do a good job on offense as K-Dop sent another shot that way.
Yep, and that's a couple of shots right in a row. Let's see if Gale Force can put something together here. K-Dop will put one towards the net. He'll be just a little bit wide. Save made regardless. Up is Violent Panda. Panda going to look for a double tap. Really good clear. Taken away by MOCKIT. Fairy Peak going to pinch it up against the wall. Going forward. Up is, I believe that's Turbo Pulse up, taking that one in the Gale Force corner. Sent deep from K-Dop. Violent Panda can't touch it. Turbo goes off the sidewall. Up is Freaky. K-Dop puts it over his head. Fairy Peak off the back wall, actually straight down, and he reads it perfectly. Through the intersection, straight down on the goal line, and Fairy Peak slams it home.
Yeah, nice pop-up. Great follow-up by him. Gets the soft touch, just threading it past the Gale Force defense. Fairy Peak quick to the ball, and then just when he needs to, makes the touch to send that on the net.
4-1 in favor of MOCKIT, and this is reminiscent of what MOCKIT did to Envious in our semifinal. It's just relentless assault on the blue net at the moment, and trying to get something going is Gale Force in the MOCKIT end for the first time in a little while. Chance in front, looking for K-Dop. K-Dop going to try to get the double. He doesn't quite have enough boost to get there. MOCKIT does put it up in the air on a double commit. Turbo's up, as is K-Dop again. This one beans up against the left back wall, a little bit wide of that post. And now down to 90 seconds in game one. Gale Force got to get something going.
Yeah, they got to, but it's so hard when this MOCKIT team just gets on offense. Close opportunity for Fairy Peak to add another one to the scoreboard, but it just gets saved out. And you just got to attest to how well these guys are playing offense. Just the shot placement's on point. Their rotations are super quick one after the other. It's like Gale Force, they have to be able to match their pace before they can control what they want to do with the ball.
Turbo can't quite direct it onto MOCKIT net. Up is MOCKIT trying to get something going. Coming in. Pashy's on the right. That one does pinch up against the wall and gets sent long. I don't think that was intentional, as they basically sent it back into their own end. It's Freaky. Freaky trying to follow it. Pashy goes up and over his car. Battle for it in the neutral zone. Taken in. Couple of bumps in front of that net. Gale Force trying to bring up the physical play. Might as well find something that works. K-Dop with the good challenge. Coming around Turbo. Taken in. Great intercept by Violent Panda. Left side of the net. He makes no mistake. It's 4-2.
Yeah, called it just right on the intercept. Fairy Peak trying to go with the dribble flick. He wanted to flick it to Pashy so Pashy could take a shot on the open net, but got a mistouch. That's an easy open opportunity for Violent Panda as members of MOCKIT were pushed too far forward.
Really good work with 17 seconds left in game number one. Turbo trying to make something happen. K-Dop is there as well. That's going to drop in front. They may get something. No, Turbo can't put it home, and they can't look for a kickoff goal now. And leg number one of this best of seven going to go to MOCKIT Esports by a final count of 4-2.
Yeah, and that was just a great job from MOCKIT in terms of just how well they ended up playing on offense. I talked about how they got scored on just now from bunching up on offense. But that's been the name of their game for the majority of this matchup. They've all been just very close to each other, and that's how they are able to react off the touches. They can basically just see the path that the ball's going based off the hit and then immediately react, despite being, I guess you could say, just overextending. It works out for them as long as they can get to the ball before Gale Force.
Yeah, and as of right now, they are able to because they seem to be a step ahead on everything Gale Force tries to do for the most part. And with 5 minutes on the clock, we'll see if the adjustments can be made. Gale Force is definitely a talented team. They can adapt. Now they have to. Their tournament lives depend on it in this environment. It's scoreless at the moment, 10 seconds in, as we look ahead to the first strike here in Game 2. Freaky trying to get something going. Violent Panda is going to put this off the back wall in the MOCKIT end. Taking control, Fairy Peak. Fairy Peak will wait. That 50 will send it into the corner. Touch off the ceiling. Dropped straight down. K-Dop tried a pass play. Turbo will take control in the MOCKIT end. Rolls up the ceiling. K-Dop is up. Fairy Peak will contest well. Pashy looking for a pass across to Freaky, and Freaky is a little bit short of that, as Violet Panda will take possession. This is a chance. Turbo Pulsa off the back. K-Dop is there, trying to angle that towards net, but he goes a little bit wide off the nose. Fairy Peak with the pass, shot towards the blue net, and K-Dop will get the credit for, I believe, a save. At least he should have been. It's up the side.
Right now, if you, I want to just look at how Gale Force are approaching the ball compared to last game. You're starting to see pass plays. Yes, they're still trying to develop for MOCKIT. They're still wanting to play the ball to each other because that's the best way for them to get it down the field. But it doesn't get too far without someone from Gale Force coming in and either winning a challenge or just completely throwing off the pace, forcing MOCKIT to retreat back. It's why we've been scoreless so far in this matchup.
Really, really good defensive stands made by both teams to this point. That's a play that's going to go off of the Gale Force back wall. Chance coming around. Looking. Nice clear. It's going to go off the ceiling and then straight down. K-Dop is up. Can't make contact. Empty net. Freaky puts it home. MOCKIT with the first strike. 3:13 left to go.
Yeah, this is a great job. Pashy ends up having to go back for boost, so Freaky just fully commits to this play. Sees Fairy Peak try to leave that ball from him. Has a small window of opportunity, but he just gets past Turbo to where he can get that ball. He can get the touch on the ball first. That ends up going in, and now MOCKIT on the board.
Minute 47 into game number 2. Gale Force still looking for their first strike. of the game. They may get it here. It's going to go off the back. Turbo, it's going to go a little farther than he would like to go up for it. He's up to try to play defense. It's going to be off the back wall. Not where he wants that. And Pesci makes him pay. It's 2-0.
A lot of free space for MOCKIT. Turbo just trying to buy Gale Force some time so they can get back and recover. But K-Dop and Violent Panda can't get back in time. Pesci essentially has an open net after Turbo goes for the bait off of Freaky. And he just ends up knocking it home. It's an easy shot.
Kick goes off the sidewall. Gale Force looking for something to grasp onto, but right now they don't have anything. K-Dop going to go off the nose and put it deep into MOCKIT territory. Up is Fairy Peak. They'll squeak out to Freaky. Freaky goes off the backboard. Pesci's up, looking to slam it off the crossbar. Still there on the goal line, and he will get credit for it. Pesci with a nice double bounce shot off the crossbar.
Yeah, it's Pesci versus Turbo here on the challenge, but Pesci with the shot placement sends it to the upper left corner, bounces off the crossbar, but it just goes bar down, and this guy is just very lethal on his shot placement today, as he's 2 for 2 this match.
Yeah, Pesci is definitely on, and when Pesci's on, usually the team he is on wins. Violent Panda does get Gale Force on the board with a midfield shot. It's 3-1.
Yeah, quick goal here from Violent Panda. That's exactly what Gale Force needs to get downfield. He had K-Dop already coming to still boost. Fairy Peak just did, well, he had enough, I believe, but he just wasn't able to come up in time and get that save. Unfortunate for him, but very fortunate for Gale Force because now they're only down by 2.
And plenty of time, too. We just hit the halfway mark in Game 2. It's only a 2-goal deficit. You and I have seen 2 goals very, very quickly, but maybe not 3. What a save, though, from K-Dop, keeping it at a 2-goal deficit. Just got there in the nick of time. Still a chance. It's up in the air. Fairy Peak looking to slam it. Finally! And persistence pays off for MOCKIT. It's 4-1.
Yeah, persistence definitely pays off. I believe everyone from MOCKIT at that point ended up taking a shot, and Fairy Peak beats Violent Panda to the ball, sends it over Turbo with that high angle shot, and he actually put a lot of power on it as well. 4-1, MOCKIT, they're starting to steamroll.
We've seen Fairy Peak do that a couple times this tournament, where he's had the really, really high angle shots, and he's just made quick work, easy work of every one that he has come across. No, not even a crossbar that I remember him hitting as I've been in the camera booth the entirety of this cast. It's been really, really fluid and really, really nice watching him work.
Yeah, he's been doing a pretty impressive job. He's working really well with Fairy Peak and Freaky. I mean, Fairy Peak and Freaky. You're talking about Fairy Peak. Passion
yes.
And Freaky. These guys definitely seem like a pretty solid roster just from how they've been playing in this tournament.
Yep. Oh, good bump there from I believe that was K-Dop on the bump. It's going to be up for Turbo, or Violent Panda, I should say. Violent Panda does get contact. It's up off the sidewall. K-Dop is there. Turbo's up. He's lurking at about the halfway line, but it's taken in by Fairy Peak. Fairy Peak gets the bounce. It's sent away by Violent Panda. Over the center dot. 104 left, 3-goal lead at the moment. Gale Force still trying to find the gold at the end of the rainbow, but it's a long rainbow for them.
Oh, can he get it with the slow play?
No, maybe. They might be able to. It is Turbo Pulsa able to get that one done. 4-2, 51 seconds, not a ton of time, though.
Yeah, for like the past 10 seconds, Violent Panda was just playing the ball very slow. Started to throw off the fast-paced MOCKIT esports team, and then he gets the floater touch just in time for Turbo Pulsar to come in and knock that down. Back to a 2-goal deficit, but not enough time on the clock for them. They got 48 seconds. It's going to be a challenge.
It will be indeed, but K-Dop does get a long touch. They just need to capitalize on a mistake to get back into it, or take a really good shot. It's off the post. Rebound for Violent Panda. That's off the back. K-Dop is still there trying to slam it. He can't do it. Violent Panda follows it up again. Double tap, and MOCKIT just playing the patient waiting game, looking for something to be on net, but nothing coming from Gale Force. A little bit of inaccuracy plaguing them.
Yeah, at this point for MOCKIT, all they really have to do is just keep making saves, turtle the ball, but not
finally
commit. That's going to be one for Turbo. 15 seconds left, and they only need 1 goal.
And MOCKIT sitting back. Turbo Pulse able to take full advantage this time. There was probably their 6th or 7th attempt in that grouping of shots from the Gale Force squad. Finally, they hit pay dirt. 15 seconds left. Anything can happen, Dazrin.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. We'll have to see. Final 10 seconds on the clock. Ball's on Gale Force's end.
So for Turbo Pulse. He's going to follow this up. It's going to go right at Fairy Peak, over Fairy Peak. This may set up a pass. Looking to tap it. Very, very close, but not going to get to the goal line. Up is Violent Panda. Needs some help from Turbo Pulsa, trying to put it on the ramp, but it hits ground instead. MOCKIT going to walk away with a 4-3 win in Game 2.
Yeah, MOCKIT doing a good job getting that early lead and then holding it out until the end of this matchup. Gale Force started to come back. They ended up applying a lot of pressure. They started to control the pace of the match when they used slow plays. Violent Panda with that nice slow play pass to Turbo to get the second goal. And then they started just threading the defense, hammering them with shots, forcing them to overcommit. And that's how they got the third one. But just not enough time on the clock for them to be able to come back. And that's the test to how well MOCKIT did on offense and then how they were able to rotate back on defense and just hold this Gale Force squad until the match was over.
As we get into it, Game 3, this is going to be, in my opinion, one of the make-or-break game, well, the make-or-break game for Gale Force. This is becoming quickly a must-win, which is not something you want to be in against a MOCKIT squad that's playing this well. But that's the situation they find themselves in, and we have 5 minutes to decide if they are going to take a win out of this series. K-Dot. Violent Panda sent into the middle. Pashy looking for, I think that was attempted pass to Freaky, who was falling off the ceiling. Couldn't quite get it done. Sent into the middle. That's a shot. It's going to go off the post. Looking into the middle. Chance for K-Dop. K-Dop with the pass. Turbo Pulse is there. It's going to go near the ceiling. And it is a best of 7, remember. So even if the Gale Force squad don't take this game, they still have a small chance. Going up the wall. It's going to hit the ceiling, come straight down. MOCKIT looking to regroup, but as of right now, the possession game belongs to Gale Force. They just haven't been able to do anything with it as we start this game off.
Yeah, 3 shots on the board, but just a lot of battle for possession from the Gale Force squad. They've wanted to keep the ball in MOCKIT's end and just doing a great job rotating, catching the ball off the ceiling, off the back wall, anything they can do to get it out of MOCKIT's possession, and then bait them in the net to go for these shots so they can get an easier shot from a rotation.
That's a shot off the post. Sits near the goal line. They need it! What a stop! Getting it away from the clear, and Turbo Pulsa takes advantage.
Yeah, nice shot from K-Dop. He ends up missing, and then with the backflip, kills the ball. Turbo Pulsa with the quick rotation comes in and steals it in the sliver of opportunity he has.
That is a fantastic play on the, you called it a backflip. It's exactly what it was, just getting the back wheel on that ball to stop it from going anywhere other than into the net with the help of Turbo Pulsa. So a minute and a half in, Gale Force have their first lead of the series. Chance up for Gale Force. They're going to try to keep the pressure up. Good job being first to the ball is Violent Panda. K-Dop cannot quite beat Freaky to it. Send into the middle. MOCKIT looking to group something up, but a really good clear by Violent Panda is going to send them back, spiraling into their own end. Turbo Pulsa going near the back wall with it. Fairy Peak reads it. Keeps it away from frame. Up over half with a pass. Pashy with the angle, and he hit it. That is gorgeous from MOCKIT Esports. Game tied at 1.
Yeah, this is a nice boomer pass from Freaky. Pashy gets a Violent Panda only one to challenge as all members of Gale Force are rotating back. And Pashy just gets a sick redirect to send that in. That's how you tie a game up. 2:55 left. This is anyone's match.
Yeah, absolutely. That's fantastic work and something we've seen, flashes of brilliance from Pashy, especially in this tournament. He's been on point with just about everything he's done. Chance into the middle. K-Dop with the boop over 1. Goes straight down. Sent into the MOCKIT end. That's an empty net. Violent Panda able to take advantage. Knocks it down. 2:34 left. It's 2-1.
Yeah, at first I'm like, okay, this is just a boomer pass to set it up, but I didn't see K-Dop get the bump from Freaky. K-Dop with the physical play completely removes Freaky from the net and makes what seemed to be what could have been a contested shot from Turbo just a absolute long shot into an open net. Very good play.
So Gale Force back in the lead. Although this is a 2-on-1 scenario here. Fairy Peak with a 1-on-1 play and makes no mistake. We are deuces wild. 2:25 to go.
And Pesci basically doing the same. He could have went for the pass, but goes for kind of a fake. Then Goomba stomps Turbo, gets his car right on top of the Batmobile, so Turbo can't go up in time to actually challenge that shot from Fairy Peak. There's a lot of physical play back and forth just to throw off that last defender in that.
Just over halftime. Gale Force looking to answer. Violent Panda sends it up the ramp. It's going to bounce off the back wall. Pesci will not let it get anywhere near his goal line if he can help it. Sent across. Freaky going to get a long touch. It's a pass to Pesci. Pesci tried to put that towards net. It ended up looking like another pass. And up is Fairy Peak. Fairy Peak trying to keep it and do something fancy. Could not get it done. Minute 58 left. It's Violent Panda. Goes into the corner. Really good touch by Fairy Peak to get the clear. It is at midfield. K-Dop looking. Nope, not able to do it. And this brings up a point that I wanted to make earlier, is that we all remember, at least because we've seen a lot of them through Gfinity's, the twos brilliance that K-Dop and Fairy Peak had together as a group. Oh, what a play! Violent Panda, the individual effort, makes it 3-2 for Gale Force Esports.
Yeah, I love how he just gets the pop-up, follows this one in, sees Freaky from the challenge, but then hits it low. Fairy Peak, he's there, but just can't react in time. Gets a missed touch. That's going to bounce off the side post and in.
You know, I was here talking about the twos brilliance of those two, K-Dop and Fairy Peak, but Violent Panda showed some mechanical brilliance of his own on that. We're 3-2, 1 goal deficit.
Yeah, it's actually another side note. K-Dop and Violent Panda, those guys are actually friends. You know, Violent Panda was really excited that he was able to play with his friend K-Dop again once he found out he was joining the roster. So there's a lot of chemistry there. It's very interesting to see, though, how much, you know, there are players who can just really, you know, go on a tear together like K-Dop can do with Fairy Peak and Violent Panda.
There are so many dynamics with these 6 players that are on the pitch right now, and things that make a lot of sense as to why we see really competitive matches, because they've probably scrimmed, I'd say, multiple hundreds of games together, and just a lot of fun to see the hard work that they put in come to fruition. Chance with 40 seconds left. It is 3-2. MOCKIT find themselves down for now. Up is Violent Panda. Panda off the nose. Waiting there is Turbo Pulse-Up. Fairy Peak sends it off to the side. Out of the corner. MOCKIT trying to get it out. Turbo sends it off the back wall. Chance for Turbo Pulse-Up. He'll put it into the MOCKIT corner again, and then Freaky will get the clear. Up is K-Dop. K-Dop puts one at the back wall anyway. That's a shot near an empty near side net. MOCKIT can't get out of their own half for the moment. Freaky's there. Don't count him out until it hits 0. This is a chance. Nope, it's going to go in front, and that may, unless they can keep it in the air, they can for the moment, and not anymore. Gale Force able to take a game. It's 2-1 in this series, thanks to a really, really good effort individually, partly by Violent Panda.
Yeah, Violent Panda doing a good job. He has 2. I mean, Turbo and K-Dop able to assist them on the play. Just a large sum of shots coming out from the Gale Force squad. 9 shots from them to the 4, of MOCKIT Esports. And this was Gale Force's match. They were able to control the pace of the game. They sent the ball off the corner multiple times so they could set up on offense, keep a guy back behind the midfield, and then just hammer the pressure and keep the ball on MOCKIT's side of the field, keep them in their net, and go shot after shot. MOCKIT were able to get some breakaway opportunities, but just not enough to where they could stay comfortable on Gale Force's end and really just start to seize them, for lack of a better word. And Gale Force, they got that 3-goal lead. They were able to hold it out from the 1-goal deficit until the clock ran out.
I call it as a must-win, and they were able to do just that. Now they are right back in this series. It's a 2-1 score for MOCKIT at the moment, but don't look now. That may change. Gale Force with a chance to tie this series up, and we are underway with game number 4. It's going to be off the ceiling. Trance in front is Freaky. 1-0, 7-second strike for MOCKIT Esports.
Yeah, 7 seconds right off the kickoff. You see Pesci just getting past 2 members of Gale Force. Turbo has to come up quickly, but Freaky reads exactly what Pesci's trying to do. Gets there first and scores within the first 7 seconds of the match.
Huge, good strike. That's a great way to answer from a loss in the series. This is going to go off the ceiling. Chance off the sidewall. Oh, great save coming out from K-Dop. Clearing that off to the side is going to be Violent Panda. Going around the corner. K-Dop sends it long. It's going to go near the sidewall. Chance for MOCKIT to do something. Fairy Peak is up. He's going to keep it lodged in that corner for the moment. Gale Force does eventually get it out, but a really good read is going to keep that into Gale Force territory. Up is Turbo. Cannot get contact. MOCKIT trying to put the pressure on. That's a shot. Fairy Peak and a nice save by Violent Panda to keep it away. 53 seconds in. Towards the backboard. Turbo towards the sidewall. Up is Pashy keeping it in. Fairy Peak puts it along the sidewall. This will be a chance for Gale Force as MOCKIT regroups and tries to grab boost. K-Dop keeping possession he tries to anyway, but that long play is going to get sent into Gale Force end, and we've seen a lot of the blue half early in game number 4.
Yeah, definitely so. MOCKIT, again, they're trying to get on a great starting foot. They have a 1-goal lead. They just want to hammer on the pressure while they have the opportunity and the momentum from that first goal. You see it. We're seeing a lot of play off the sidewall. That's just both teams just kind of playing it safe. They don't want to bring it into the center unless they're sure they can make a play off of it. As you know, K-Dot, they send another one there. Fairy Peak tries to turn it into a passing play from Pashy, but they just can't seem to get their touches down. This is an opportunity for Gale Force to start to take control of this matchup. They just have to get a good footholding on MOCKIT's side of the field.
Well, at the moment, we've seen a little bit more of the orange side, and Gale Force doing a good job keeping possession. That's a save coming towards the goal line as it stayed on the ground for the most part. Up over half. Looking Turbo. Turbo trying to do something. That 50 ball near the corner wall isn't going to do much. This will drop in front of the MOCKIT net. Up is Panda, sending it into the middle, and as a 1v2 situation, MOCKIT will get the better of that, and it'll be sent back in again by Turbo Pulsa.
Yeah, Turbo doing a good job. He sends it to the corner. He's able
what a play!
And then with that pass from Violent Panda, he's in the perfect opportunity. Like I said, he sends it to the corner. He gets cleared out, but Violent Panda's there. He goes towards MOCKIT's end to grab boost, and it puts him in a perfect position to catch the ball off of the pitch off of Violent Panda. That's a great play, great positioning from Turbo.
That's fantastic work, and another good way to tie the game as we are just over halftime. And in a goal they really needed to have. K-Dop going to try to follow this up. He does lose that battle to, that is Fairy Peak. Fairy's going to win that 50 in the corner. It'll get sent in front of the blue net. K-Dop going to get a long touch back into the MOCKIT territory. Individual play coming out for Fairy Peak, tries to follow it up, but it'll be taken away by Turbo Pulsa. That's sent at net at K-Dop, and he handles it. Looking for a pass play. K-Dop, it goes off the back wall. Great bump, and Turbo Pulsa is going to take advantage. They have the lead for the first time in the game.
Violent Panda can't get there, but K-Dop ends up baiting Pashy and Fairy Peak. Fairy Peak tries to stay in the net, but K-Dop says nope, as he just pushes him out. Turbo Pulsa with the rotation, and Gale Force take the lead.
Wow. Crazy good physical play, and that's something that we normally see as a trademark on a Pashy-built roster, like we have here on MOCKIT, but Gale Force does it to them instead, as we're down to close to the final 90 seconds in Game 4. MOCKIT finding themselves down again. And Violent Panda gets a demo again, this time on Freaky. Chance in front of the MOCKIT net. Empty net. K-Dop taking advantage. Their first 2-goal lead of the series is confirmed.
Yeah, Freaky just coming off the demo. Ball's in the zone. He has to make a clear downfield. Tries to go upside down to see if he can flick and get more power off of it. But just in the air too long, can't get that flick, so the ball falls right down. And who's there waiting? K-Dop to send it into the open net. Now Gale Force are up by 2 with 1:20 left. We've seen them hold them off from 1 goal, but we've also seen how well this MOCKIT squad can do on offense. Can they bring this back?
Down to 1:10 in Game 4. That's sent off the ceiling. Hits the ceiling directly. No roll-up off of the wall. It'll be sent back into Gale Force's side. Going towards the back wall, a little bit wide of that post. MOCKIT trying to set something up, and they do. Pashy takes advantage of that. 52 seconds to go.
You talk about Pesci taking advantage of things, and it's honestly, you just give him the smallest amount of space to make a shot. Look at the space in between K-Dop and the goal, and he just ends up getting it right there. Perfect shot placement from him. MOCKIT only down by 1 now with 52 on the clock.
And as we said before, don't count them out. I think you and I have seen multiple buzzer beaters that these guys have put into tie games and take leads. So cannot count them out under any circumstances. It's going to be up and over half. Violent Panda trying to seal the game. Shot on net, far side and in. 4-2 lead with 35 seconds to go, and the hill gets steeper.
Yeah, you see, Freaky, he was going to get boost and come up the wall, send it across the field where Pesci was going to be, but the demo from K-Dop just completely stops that, and then it just leaves Fairy Peak in the net, but not enough time for him to be able to react to any type of shot, and that just might seal the deal here.
It very well could. We've seen weirder things, though. Chance up and over half. Turbo Pulsar gets the clear. Fairy Peak gets a touch. Not nearly the touch he wanted. Is K-Dop going to try to force the issue? Sent to half. That's going to be a pass. K-Dop on the receiving end. Cannot get it there. Nice read by Fairy Peak to take that, or I'm sorry, by Pesci to read that one. It's going to be off the crossbar. Chance in front. Fairy Peak is there. K-Dop putting this up in the air, and that is going to do it for game number 4. And don't look now, we have a game 5 coming, and all of a sudden we have a tie series. Next one to win it is going to have a severe advantage going into the latter part of this series.
Yeah, next one to win it will end up forcing tournament point here, as Gale Force seem to have gotten a quick read of the MOCKIT squad, able to take this one 4-2. I think when we started, it was the other way around. As MOCKIT, they were the ones who were able to have a dominant performance where they completely controlled the pace and offense, and things have just seemed to switch where it's now going in Gale Force's favor. They're doing an excellent job on offense, rotating toward the ball, and then taking advantage of the smallest mistakes MOCKIT makes. Now, MOCKIT aren't making that many mistakes. You've seen how lethal Pesci can be. He's still strong on offense, but they just haven't been able to keep him to a point where he can take as many shots as he wants to. They just can't get the ball downfield to develop a play like that because Gale Force have just been super quick all the time.
They absolutely have. I mean, you call him what you want. Pesci, who did not make land this time, but I'll tell you what, he's still one of the best players in the world and is not to be taken lightly. And I think just about everybody will agree with that. 4:52 left in game number 5 as we look forward to finding a leader in this series after these next 5 minutes. Chance for K-Dop. He's going to get up in the air, but it's taken in by Fairy Peak. Sent long for Violent Panda, who looks for a shot and just about hit the inside of that post, but it stays just wide.
That's an excellent shot from Violent Panda. Just being able to come off the wall and still hit the ball with that much power. Being able to just pressure MOCKIT. He forced 2 defenders out with that shot. Just no rotation, though, coming in from his teammates as everyone was still trying to get back in, get some boost. So now they missed opportunity, but if they can get more shots off like that, they'd be on to something.
MOCKIT starting to get their wheels underneath them. Trying to get something going to strike first. Pesci's up. He gets a touch. Looking for a clear. Turbo's going to send that back over half. Fairy Peak is there. He's going to send that into the Gale Force corner. Chance on the sidewall. Pesci keeps it in. Up is K-Dop, going to try to clear it away again. A little bit of ping pong as instead of going back and forth end to end, they're going midfield to the corners in the Gale Force side.
Yeah, that seems to be the name of the game. They're just forcing the ball in the corners, trying to really starve the Gale Force squad. Oh, can they get back in time to save it? Freaky just gets back in time. But yeah, just playing the ball off the corners, trying to force Gale Force to use as much boost as possible until they are almost out of any, and then just pressure them until they break. They couldn't get them this time, and now they have to hold off on their end.
That's a shot. It's going to go off the ceiling. Chance for Turbo Pulsar. That's nearly accurate. Just hit the left post. That had first strike written all over it, but with 3 minutes left, we remain scoreless.
And now it's Gale Force's opportunity to make something happen on offense. They're being they're doing good in terms of shot placement, but defense on MOCKIT being able to save it so far. They're doing a great job just playing off of that corner, getting the ball out of their zone, not completely, but just enough to buy their team some time.
Taking a look, 6-2 on shots in favor of Gale Force. We've just about hit halftime. in Game 5. MOCKIT trying to get something started, but every time they put it down to the Gale Force end, in a fairly simple yet sophisticated clear from Gale Force is soon to follow. Pesci going to try to reverse fortune here. Get it near the goal line. That's in frame, but it's taken in by Violent Panda. Looking for a one-on-one play. That's going to be a play off the back wall from K-Dop and sent along this time by Fairy Peak as he'll flick it up and over Panda. 2:03 left. Still scoreless. Getting into the clutch moments in this series. Who is going to be the hero? Turbo. Near side. Big stop. Taking that one away is Pesci. Violent Panda does keep it in. Really good contest. Sent towards the sidewall. Turbo Pulse, I believe, thinking about it. Nope, he is not going to be able to do it. A great save by K-Dop. Still there. Panda is going to dodge into that with a really well-timed jump. 1:31 left in this game. We remain with goose eggs on the board.
Yeah, no score just yet from these teams. Gale Force, though, with 8 shots to the 3 from MOCKIT ESPORTS.
Double tap. Oh, Turbo. Craziness oncoming towards the MOCKIT net. Unfortunately, not able to put it in frame. Down to near our last 60 seconds in regulation. Freaky goes long with this. Turbo trying to pop it up. Instead he pops it towards his own net. K-Dop trying to get there first. Pesci beats him to it. Sent up in the air. K-Dop going to recover near his own goal line. Stays about mid, then can jump at it. Really good defensive positioning. Panda going long. It's going to go towards the far side, and he got it. First strike to Gale Force, 40 seconds left.
I feel like they thought that this was going to bounce off the crossbar. That's why Freaky didn't go for it. He also had to half flip at the same time. Pesci turns off of it completely, and they just let that sink in. I'm assuming they thought it was going to just bounce off the crossbar and they were going to be able to grab it, but that was pretty great shot accuracy from Violent Panda.
It just rolled off the crossbar. No problem.
Yeah.
Fantastic work by Violent Panda. 30 seconds to go, and MOCKIT again find themselves down. Turbo sees a demo happen in front of him from one of his on one of his teammates, but they're able to get the clear regardless. Freaky takes possession. Violent Panda will shave the ceiling with it, puts it back deep into the orange side. Pesci plays in the air. Fairy Peak going to try to make something happen. Freaky's there as well. Got to make something go towards that blue net. Otherwise, they're looking at a deficit. Towards the ground, and Gale Force are going to walk away with a 1-0 win, and 3 unanswered wins by Gale Force have MOCKIT on the ropes.
Yep, exactly. 3 unanswered wins from Gale Force. They're sitting at tournament point. They only need to win the next match, but even if they lose, then it'll go into a Game 7, so they have 2 chances now to just close this out. They definitely can do so here with strictly on offensively dominated performance by them. Total of 8 shots again coming out from the Gale Force squad, and then the long shot from Violent Panda to seal the deal. You best believe that MOCKIT are going to come out with definitely a lot of shots on offense on their end, because they only had, I believe, 4 that last match.
Player to watch in this 6th game for me. Got to go Fairy Peak. Who you got?
Violent Panda.
Okay. Fair enough. Fairy Peak, I feel like I just haven't called his name enough in the last few games. When they were winning in this series, he was all over the score sheet. Now, not so much. He's got to step up here as they stave off elimination. What about Violent Panda?
In terms of Violent Panda, he's been pretty dominant on offense, just in terms of just getting there to the ball, setting up plays. Like, he is the scorer so far for this Gale Force squad. K-Dop and Turbo are doing a great job as well, just kind of holding on the back end and getting opportunities. But no one's been the striker for Gale Force like Violent Panda, so it's all up to him to get the points on the board.
Fair enough. As we look ahead, it's at K-Dop in his own corner. Chance for Turbo with the pass to K-Dop. Is that accurate? Oh, it actually was, and a great job getting up, and then K-Dop with the savagery going to go in and take out the goal line defender.
They're trying to get a score early on. You see K-Dop going for one. He can't demo all three members of MOCKIT, unfortunately. So there's still two in the net, able to clear that ball out. But you can expect to see Gale Force start going to these more physical tactics. Turbo with a long shot. They're just trying to bait out members of the defense, clear up that net as much as possible to make the rotation guy's shot easier.
And that's a nice clear into MOCKIT territory. Up is Turbo, trying to get one off the back wall. It does center for Violent Panda, looking far side. And there is a save coming out by, that is Freaky. Up is Panda. Pashy meets him midair. Sent down, Turbo going to get this through the ramp. Shaving the ceiling is Freaky. K-Dop going to boop this, but it ends up going back towards his own net. It is a nice opportunity for Gale Force to regroup, provided MOCKIT cannot bring it two forward. Fairy Peak is there. Pass into the middle. Freaky, along with Pashy, double commit in the air. That sets them up not very well defensively. And Violent Panda trying to take advantage. Near accurate shot. Just missed off the right post.
Yeah, that was almost a score there for Violent Panda. He has to come off of the revive to make a save, then gets demoed again from MOCKIT Esports. Turbo, he has to play strong on offense here just to buy Violent Panda some time. He has enough to get some boost, and now Gale Force are able to come back here on offense, but MOCKIT getting physical as well. They're trying to stay alive. This game's halfway over, and we're still scoreless.
That's a shot, and it's going to be Fairy Peak that sends it off to the side. Reading it, Violent Panda sends it into the middle. Freaky going to put this up in the air. Chance in the Gale Force corner. Good or decent contact on a clear, but they're not going to get it all the way back into the orange end. 2:12 left. Chance towards the midfield area. Fairy Peak going to tap this ahead. Up is Pashy. Pashy. We look at K-Dop with the spider clear. Freaky into the middle. Great pass. Scores! Just underneath the crossbar. Fairy Peak with the first strike for MOCKIT Esports.
This is a good job from Freaky. He has a lot of options here. He could send it to Pashy, or he could take a shot, bounce it off the backboard, but instead he gives it to Fairy Peak, who can just hit this ball with an incredible amount of speed. Turbo not in the spot to just, he can only double jump. He can't really turn his car in time to make the save. So quick lethal shot from Fairy Peak scores the first point for MOCKIT.
Chance for Freaky, trying to make it a 2-goal lead. Sent towards the sidewall. Here's Panda. Panda being patient with it, trying to flick. It's not going to get past Fairy Peak. Really good read from him. K-Dop. Pinch from Fairy Peak sends it a long goal mouth into the opposite corner. MOCKIT can work for a clear. Instead, they'll work for a pass, and it doesn't quite get past midfield. Panda towards the back wall. Still in the air. Middle of MOCKIT territory, sent long, this time by Violent Panda, back into the orange corner. Freaky wants a touch. He gets one. K-Dop looking like a good touch there, and a good job by Fairy Peak to read it. And that is one player who that knows the other player very, very well, making a save on one of his former teammates.
Yeah, and that was a very impressive save. He knows better than anyone. Oh, wait, that's going to be another shot.
Yes, it is.
Again, comes out on top to give MOCKIT 2-goal lead with 48 seconds left.
Yeah, that's it. And you take a look, K-Dop just didn't have any boost to try to get up to the crossbar to make that clearing attempt. It just stayed there, and Fairy Peak finally takes advantage. 48 seconds to go. 2-0 in favor of MOCKIT. We are getting down to brass tacks here. Need something from Gale Force to try to clinch this in 6. Otherwise, we are headed to a decisive Game 7. This may be what they were looking for, but a nice save coming out is going to keep it at a 2-goal deficit.
Oh, what a shot and what a save. Pass from K-Dop to Violent Panda, but Pashy's in the net. Great read there. There was a lot of speed on the shot, I should say, from Violent Panda. And Pashy just with a perfect read, he's able to clear that. 19 seconds left on this one, and MOCKIT are looking strong. They might be able to hold this off.
Chance for Gale Force here to at least get something and then maybe rely on a kickoff goal. K-Dop with the empty net. He'll put it home. 6 seconds, not a ton of time. But like I said before, you and I have seen weirder things.
Yeah, exactly. Violent Panda kind of going with a slow shot. Fairy Peak looks like he doesn't have it, so Pashy goes all in and bumps Fairy Peak out of the way, and that's an open net for K-Dop to score. We'll see what happens off the kickoff.
Here we go. Big kickoff here. It goes into Gale Force territory. K-Dop going to put it off the sidewall. MOCKIT with a really, really good read. Should be able to finish it, and they do. MOCKIT take Game 6. Don't look now. We are headed to a Game 7 in our Friday 3v3 European Rocket League Showcase.
Game 7, MOCKIT Esports versus Gale Force Esports. This is actually going to be a pretty exciting matchup as Gale Force, they went 3 games unanswered. And now MOCKIT have finally given them an answer when sitting at tournament point. Now it's do or die for either squad. You talked about Fairy Peak having to step up for the MOCKIT squad. Is exactly, you nailed it on the money. That's exactly what he did this matchup. 2 for 2, 3 saves. This guy was back and forth on the field, and he ended up helping MOCKIT get their win.
Here we go. Game 7. Script writers are in perfect form here with the Gfinity Friday tournament, as they usually are. We always see a competitive field in these tournaments, and very, very happy you decided to spend a majority of your evening here with us at Rocket League Central and Gfinity. 4:55 left in game number 7 as we are underway, and Gale Force trying to get the first strike. They might. Oh, good save coming along from Freaky as he lives along the crossbar.
Yeah, that was a great save from Freaky because that was an amazing pass from K-Dop to Violent Panda. Violent Panda was already in the air by the time K-Dop had let go of that. So just amazing read off of the 2 players, and even better read from Freaky being able to save that shot because that was very dangerous. A lot of shots and a lot of opportunities coming back and forth on both ends of the field. That's a misplay on defense.
There it is.
Trying to clutch it, but Pashy with a clutch save. Ball's going to go back in the middle.
Good job coming back to take that one away. MOCKIT looking to put the offense together in the blue half. This will be sent far side, just above the crossbar. Chance for Fairy Peak. Good save coming out from K-Dop as he lives along the goal line. Off the sidewall. Pashy puts this up in the air. Following this he's actually following his own play. It's still in front. That'll go over the head of Fairy Peak back into the orange half where they have to chase it down. Rolls it along the ceiling. Fairy with the pass up to Pashy. Sent along, Turbo over to K-Dop, who sends it across again to Violent Panda. Not what they were intending, but it looked cool regardless. In the corner. K-Dop looking to follow his play up into the offensive end, but it goes for naught. Violent Panda needs a spider clear to steer that one away. Up is Fairy Peak. That's a shot, a great save. K-Dop comes down, and again, the former teammates, they just know each other so well. That dynamic is still there, even after not playing together.
Yeah, that's a great read from K-Dop to just be able to make that clutch save. He already has 3 saves coming out from Gale Force to 1.
There's a pinch.
Oh!
K-Dop takes advantage. It's 1-0.
Yeah, you have what is this? K-Dop and Fairy Peak both coming together, and the pinch just doesn't go Fairy Peak's way. Goes right in the net. Very unfortunate, but now Gale Force, they have one on the board. There's still 3 minutes left, and it's perfect amount of time for MOCKIT to come back. But we'll see. Gale Force, they're going to try to hold on to this lead.
They're going to, the smart thing would be to get one more. Don't play defensively. Don't play the prevent defense. You got to go and get another goal because you can't let MOCKIT do their own thing, give them space and time and respect because otherwise they're going to burn you. 2:40 left in Game 7. Chance for Freaky. Up the sidewall. K-Dop is there trying to follow it, get to the goal line, and a good play above the crossbar from Freaky to remove that from being a threat. Chance in the middle, and he tried to tap it home. Freaky gets a good long clear donated to him. Pass into the middle. Fairy Peak goes up and over the ball. Chance for Turbo Pulsa. Getting something going. That's an empty net, and K-Dop tried to slam it home. He can't do it. That's a pinch off the left post and in. It's 2-0 with 2:09 left.
2 pinches from members of Gale Force. This one, Violent Panda and Pashy. These guys can't win 50-50.
Good Lord, that pinch. 2:09, and MOCKIT cannot be first to the ball to save their lives right now, unfortunately. 2:06 on the clock, and it's 2-0. Now it's 2-1. That's what they needed. The MVP for this MOCKIT squad in this tournament steps up again.
Yeah, nice tap to get that ball off the corner from Freaky. Fairy Peak coming up just in time. Very quick shot. They need that one to kind of get back into things. especially after those 2 pinches. It's good to get one on the board. They need one more now to tie this up.
Chance towards the sidewall. Up off the back. Fairy Peak loses that battle, but it'll be up and above the crossbar. Freaky's there. Going up and over the halfway line, taken away. K-Dop into the middle. Turbo Pulsar trying to make something happen. It gets taken away from him. They'll shuffle for possession near the midfield line. It'll go end to end, side to side. It goes off the ceiling. MOCKIT needs a clear in the worst way. K-Dop going to try to not let that happen. Violent Panda tasked with trying to win a battle with 2 MOCKIT players. This will pinch around the corner. Looking, scores! It's Fairy Peak. That is ridiculous. Game tied in Game 7.
Yeah, the speed with Fairy Peak on this play, just super quick. He knows exactly where it's going to go. Gets up into the air. Violent Panda can't make a touch. Fairy Peak, small window of opportunity to score this one. Nails it in. We're back with a tie game. 1:24 left on the clock. This is anyone's tournament to win.
Well, it's only 2 people's tournament to win at the moment. Nice job, Bastard. No problem.
I feel like, for the people at home, we're all winners. We get to,
I mean,
we get
yeah.
to watch these teams play.
That's fair. Okay, I'll give it to you. Hey. 106 left. It's going to be off the sidewall on the MOCKIT side. It goes past K-Dop. Trying to cut the angle is Pashy. He can't quite get that done. K-Dop will try to chill. He tries to come straight down on the ball, and actually at this point, Gale Force can work it out with a pinch. Pashy's still there.
It's been working for him all day.
Yeah, the pinches for sure. Absolutely. That is a demo on K-Dop. I believe Fairy Peak got into him. The former friends coming into a collision, and a great shot. Better save by the goal line lurking Fairy Peak, who takes that one away. We're down to the final 30 seconds in regulation. Chance in front. Oh, very close. Big time save coming out. We are down to the final moments in this Game 7. Chance for K-Dop. Accurate! Oh, what a save! Pashy gets up. It's still a threat. And a big demo there by K-Dop, but it goes back into Gale Force's side.
Gale Force is trying to apply as much pressure as they can. The members of MOCKIT getting demoed. They have to scramble to just keep control and get this ball out of their zone. There's a battle going on.
It's off the back.
There we go. We got the OT.
Here we go. 2-2. Deuces wild. OT in Game 7. Next goal wins it. Golden goal time on Gfinity. This is going to go towards the sidewall. Looking into the middle, it's Turbo Pulsar. Up off the ceiling is Pashy. Gets bumped that way. K-Dop is there. Works against 2, now 3 members of MOCKIT. This is a chance for Freaky to do something. He sends it towards the left wall. Wall to wall, side to side. Fairy Peak. Accurate. That's a nice pass. Still there. It's a threat. K-Dop is lurking. Violent Panda needs to clear, and they get it. Finally, GFE able to clear their back lines. Now they can set up. Chance for Panda. He on the defense. It goes to K-Dop instead near the goal line. MOCKIT setting it in the middle. It's going to go towards the sidewall. Violent Panda keeps possession for the moment. It's sitting at about the midfield line. Fairy Peak is there. Going around the corner. Violent Panda up and over half. Chance. Back wall. No follow-up there from K-Dop. Very close. Fairy Peak trying to force the issue in the offensive corner. He can't do it. Violent Panda loses this. Turbo Pulsar bails him out. We are a minute into OT. Things cannot get any tighter, as that one will go all the way back to Fairy Peak.
Very tense right here in overtime, as both teams are struggling to make something happen. They want to get this ball in the net. MOCKIT doing a great job just controlling offense, applying pressure. Gale Force, they have small opportunities, and they're trying to make the most of them, as we only need 1 goal from either team. So this is really, no matter who has possession, no matter who's applying the pressure, if Gale Force can get a breakaway goal, they can seal the deal.
Anything can happen. We're down to a minute 40 gone in this OT. It's sent. Pinches along the intersection. In front, sent over the halfway line. Gale Force looking to set up. Freaky following this up. Has the tap towards the net. K-Dop. Double tap. It's off the post. Rebound. Stays out. K-Dop able to move it away.
K-Dop just playing calm, cool, and collected with that pressure. Freaky almost able to knock that one down. Just goes off the sidewall. K-Dop's able to come up and make the save. Now they're trying to apply pressure to MOCKIT, but K-Dop can't make the touch there. He needs to start making those taps if they want to apply pressure and see if they can break the MOCKIT defense.
That is going to go off the ceiling in the MOCKIT end. Turbo sends that towards net. 2 members of MOCKIT on the double commit. K-Dop going to send this deep into orange territory. Looking for a double tap, taken away by Pashy. It's going to bounce off the ground, high in the air, shave the ceiling. Turbo Pulsar, straight down. Violent Panda, off the wall, nearly had the double tap, can't finish it. K-Dop is there as well. Turbo Pulsar looking to get something done here. We are 2:45. We played almost over half a game. The flick! Pashy tries, and K-Dop says no.
Oh, the goal!
Empty net! Violent Panda scores! Game, set, tournament. Gale Force walks away with a 7-game series victory.
Clear from K-Dop, and you have Freaky struggling to get back. Violent Panda comes up with the demo to make sure that net's wide open, hammers it home, and Gale Force Esports come and win your Gfinity Friday 3v3 Cup.
Wow. Crazy series. A 7-gamer between MOCKIT and Gale Force, and when you look at who's on this roster, you really should expect nothing less. A fantastic piece of work by both teams. No matter who you root for, you got to appreciate the level of play that we just saw. Curtis and Daz are back with you as we look to wrap things up here. But Daz, I mean, I'm sweating. That was an absolutely intense 7-game series. It's been a while since I've done a Gfinity, and I gotta get back and do these more often because that was crazy.
Yeah, I especially love the EU Gfinities. You always get some of the top teams coming out and just playing their hearts out on the field. It's great competition, and you got to give props to Gfinity just for being able to host these tournaments. It's we're really thankful that they let us stream it.
Yep.
And I mean, like I said, I feel like everyone's a winner at the end of the day. That was a intense series, went all the way to 7 games, decided by a clear and a demo from Turbo. It was intense.
That was awesome. That was an absolutely awesome display of what top-level Rocket League looks like, and the 6 people in that matchup who know each other very, very well. All of them have crossed paths at some point or another in their Rocket League career, and it showed. It was absolutely intense all the way through, and I'm very, very happy that everybody here got a chance to witness it. With that said, we have come to our swan song for this broadcast. This has been the Gfinity 3v3 European Rocket League Showcase on Rocket League Central. We will see you guys next time. We're going to throw it to a host. Stay where you are, because I'm sure they'll have some entertainment for you after we drop probably close to 1,000 people on them. No problem. Guys, we will see you next time. For Dazrin, I'm Curtis. We will see you next week at some point for Gfinity.
See ya.